chill here.
Okay, so hello everyone. I will today the secret of building lasting habits. It is written for speaking practice and follows like a real discussion. Hi Annie, today I want to talk about building lasting habits. I start habits, but I can't maintain them.
Hey, that's such a relatable struggle. Starting is the easy part, right? Keeping them going feels impossible sometimes. What's been the biggest challenge for you so far?
Yeah, so exercising daily, I stay consistent for a few days, then I stop.
Ah, that classic first week energy crashing, yeah? It's like our brains get excited about the idea, then reality hits. Do you think the problem is the habit itself or more about how you're approaching it?
Oh, Simal, I thought big effort gives big results.
Makes sense. That logic seems solid on the surface. But I've noticed with habits, smaller steps are way more sustainable. Like instead of exercise daily, maybe do 5 minutes of something physical. Sounds less intimidating.
Yeah. So only 5 minutes feels too easy.
I get that. But the magic is that 5 minutes feels doable. So you actually do it. Plus, once you're moving for 5 minutes, you often think, well, I'm already here, might as well keep going. Your brain is way more likely to extend the workout than to start from zero. It's the foot in the door thing.
Oh, identity, what do you mean?
Yeah, what I mean is instead of thinking I need a workout, you think I'm the kind of person who works out. When habits are connected to your identity, they feel less like chores and more like just who you are. It's subtle, but makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I like that idea. I feels deeper than just talks.
Exactly. It's almost like tricking your brain into believing you've already become the person who does the thing. Then doing it feels natural instead of like willpower is required.
Yeah, I rely too much on motivation.
Ah, yeah. Motivation is like gas, eventually runs out. A system designed around identity and consistency, but doesn't rely on feeling excited every single day. It's just what you do because it's who you are.
Yeah, so what kind of system helps habits stick?
Well, for exercise specifically, people swear by starting ridiculously small, like one push up or walking around the block. Then you add one more thing each week so it builds gradually instead of feeling overwhelming all at once. The Pomodoro technique we talked about might also work, scheduled time blocks for it. So it's less about motivation and more about just showing up for 25 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So, can you give me an example, for instance?
Sure. Like right now, you're managing your podcast and working on building habits. Instead of thinking, I should record my podcast episodes, maybe shift to I'm a podcast creator who makes content. Then it's not just about getting episodes done, but something more about who you are, your identity, and the quality of that podcast episode comes from something deeper.
Oh, so habits need tigers?
Not sure I caught that clearly. Was that heavier tigers? Maybe we're having a bit of a connection trouble there. Could you repeat what you said?
Yeah. So, like brushing teeth and then reading a page of book?
Yeah, exactly. That's a classic example. You don't want to read a page of a book. You're just someone who reads. And you brush your teeth without thinking about it because you identify as someone who takes care of their health. That tiny action becomes part of who you are instead of something you have to convince yourself to do.
I understood. So, my next question, why do I quit habits after a week?
I think a lot of it has to do with that gap between who you want to be and who you currently are.
Oh, so that is frustrating.
Sorry, I'm not quite following what you said there. Could you repeat that part? Sounded a little choppy.
Yeah, yeah. So progress is happening when I can't see it.
Right, exactly. Those small changes are building, but they feel invisible in the moment. Like after 1 week of reading 1 page a night, you might not think you've made progress because you haven't finished a whole book yet. But that consistent little thing is actually building up over time. You're reading books faster than ever before when compared to not reading at all.
Yeah, yeah. This is a good statement. So my next question is: I think I expect first success.
Yeah, the pressure for instant results can totally kill motivation. Like you start working out expecting to feel amazing right away, but the first week just feels, then you wonder if it's even working and just give up. Maybe you expect overnight podcast magic, instant audience growth, but that takes time to build.
Oh, so that is simple but powerful.
Totally. And when you understand the compounding effect that each tiny action builds on the last one, it makes the long game feel less scary. The consistency part makes the real difference, even if you can't see it daily.
So I am hard on myself when I fail.
Classic. It's like falling off the wagon, total failure. But what if missing one workout isn't a disaster? What if it's just one day? Consistency doesn't mean perfect, it means showing back up tomorrow. It's probably less about not falling than how you deal with it when you do.
Yeah. So that is comforting to hear.
I mean it, one missed day doesn't delete all the progress you made up to that point. And treat yourself with the same kindness you'd give a friend who is working on a habit. We're all human. We all slip up sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. So how does environment affect habits?
Huge. Environment shapes habits more than most people realize. Like if your living room has dumbbells out where you see them all the time, you're way more likely to use them than if they're buried in the basement. Cues and friction matter. The easier habits get done.
Yeah. So please change the environment, not just willpower.
Yeah, right. Like setting up your workspace to make work easier, leaving your running shoes by the door, putting healthy snacks where you can see them, or turning off phone notifications during work sessions. It's about designing your world to make good habits the default choice instead of having to force everything.
Oh, so I never thought of habits this way.
Well, you're clearly thinking about it differently now.
Yeah.
Identity connection, small steps, reframing failures as just one day. These are subtle shifts that make habits work with you instead of against you. The whole thing feels less like willpower and more like, well, just living differently.
Oh, so how long does it take to build a lasting habit?
Generally, about 2 months to feel relatively automatic. You'll probably notice some changes in the first couple weeks, but it takes that long for it to really embed into your routine and become pretty effortless. The hard part isn't the 2 months, it's the consistency required to hit that point.
Oh, so I worry about losing motivation.
That's really common. The solution isn't to rely on motivation anyway. That's like chasing a feeling. The whole point of the identity based system is that you're no longer asking, should I exercise? You're living as someone who just exercises. The identity carries it through those days when motivation is low.
Yeah, so that sounds disciplined.
Doesn't feel like discipline when it's just who you are. Like you don't think about being disciplined when you brush your teeth, you just do it. Discipline is what people reach for when they don't have a system that works with their identity.
So this makes habits feel human, not mechanical.
Exactly. It's not about robotically doing something, it's about being someone who embodies those actions. You're designing yourself, not